Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, sir. How about you?
I am also good.
Uh,
Okay, let me allow for recording.
yes.
I
And sir, you need to share the screen.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one question regarding the last class. Uh, if
Okay.
you scroll up a little bit, that the file that you sent, arguments,
No, which file?
the arguments one,
Arguments one. Okay.
the one then that the name was arguments.
Let me open that file. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, what is the purpose of this when in under function test? What is the purpose of this document dot write total arguments plus arguments dot length?
This for loop.
No, 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 no. The first one, document dot write total arguments. The first
This
one.
one.
Yes, sir.
We are simply displaying how many arguments have been passed to this function. Actually,
So
whenever a function is called, okay,
yes,
whenever a function is called, then all values passed to that function are stored in an array. Okay, and the name of that array is arguments.
So that so again, why we are writing down document dot write arguments I.
No, no. Actually, it will become clear when we will discuss this array. This is the name of
Okay,
array. Okay. Arguments. This is the name of array. Okay.
yes, yes,
And this
yes,
is the
yes.
property of this array length. And whenever we are writing these arguments I, then we are referring to a particular element of this array. This is the ith element. For example, when this loop will execute, then initially the loop I is equal to 0. So for the
Yes,
first time it will be arguments 0. This is the first element of this array. Next time
right,
it will be 1 due to this I plus plus. So next time it will
right.
be arguments 1. Then it will be argument 2 and so on.
Okay, okay, okay.
So here we are simply displaying total number of arguments. How many arguments have been passed to this function. And here we are displaying individual argument values.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here, let me write a comment here. Now display values of all arguments passed to this function. Okay.
Yes.
That's why you are using this loop, this for loop.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the concept of array. This array,
Okay.
object and array both are most of the common things. And object and functions. Everything is correlated to each other.
Right, right, right.
Everything is correlated to each other. So if you will start from array, then there will be confusion in function. If you will start from the function, then there will be confusion in array. Okay. So once we will read all these three aspects, function, object, and array in details, then the whole situation will become clear to us.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Because all these three are interlinked to each other.
Yes, sir.
This is the because frequently I am using the concept of object, frequently I am using the concept of this array. Okay.
Yes,
And
correct.
frequently I'm also using the concept of this function.
Right.
That's why it is creating so many confusions.
Yes, 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 correct.
So
Actually, sir, there is also one more script which I got, the recent script.
okay.
And there was one thing which I did not understand in that. Actually, I'm looking for that one as well.
Okay.
Uh, I just want to ask you what is that? I'm just trying to find it out.
So there is a problem in that function.
No, actually, the way it is written,
Okay.
yeah, the way it was. Sorry, sir.
Its code is very complex.
The code is also not complex, but only the syntax of it.
Syntax was complex. Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
All depends upon how the code is written.
Okay, so yeah, and also sorry, as and in JavaScript, I mean, there are different ways of writing the same type of code.
Yeah, yeah. The same logic can be written in different ways by different products.
Yes, yes, correct.
Logic will be same, but syntax will be different.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Number of values will be different. Name of variables will be different. This implementation of looping statement will be different. Okay.
Yes,
It depends
yes,
upon the individual logic or individual way of writing. See how
yes.
everyone is writing. Okay.
So this is the one. Yeah, it's in German and down. Okay, it's in English.
Okay. Let me download it. This one. This one.
Yes, sir. So if you scroll down a little bit, sir,
Yeah.
where there it says like an instruction in English. Okay. this one.
This one.
Okay, so here I understand that they have one separate file and up, starting from the beginning. I mean, where it says, yeah,
Part to
script
this.
type. Yeah, exactly. So here they have given a source.
Yeah.
So we have to put the source of the JavaScript.
Mhm.
Um, and then down is the A3320. That's our advertiser ID. So we
This
cannot
one.
change this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So what does this mean? I mean, false. I mean, advertiser restricted is equal to false.
It can be one of the attribute of this object. This A3320. This will be a predefined object. Okay.
Okay. So
And
we
I
can make
think
our own
I think that object
own.
has been defined in a separate file that has been included here.
Okay. So question is like we can create our own predefined I mean objects and functions. I mean we can create I mean A3320 that cannot be from JavaScript. Huh?
What? This?
So can we create our own
Yeah.
I mean predefined
Object.
objects here?
Yeah, yeah. We can create our own objects and then we can include it in a separate file and then we can also make use of it.
Okay, okay, okay. And then down when this function is starting, why this is starting from I mean a brackets? Why it started from a brackets like this?
This one.
Yes.
Yeah. This is function within function. This is
Oh,
function within function. This is outer function and it is unnamed function. Okay. And then
mm,
within there is another function and this is the body of that function.
okay, but there is no function outside of it.
No, no, there is a function outside, but it is having no name because this is a function due to this one.
So, but
Whenever
why
there is
we need?
a function can have a name or function cannot have name. There
Right.
cannot be
So,
anonymous function. Sorry, functions are known as anonymous function.
but the question is, why do we need here? Because it's empty. There is nothing inside this function.
Here, this simple thing is this. This script it is defining a function and then it is also calling it. It is defining and then calling it. Both things are doing at the same in the same syntax.
Okay, okay, okay.
We are defining the function and then we are also calling it.
Mm-hmm.
It is combining the two steps in a single step.
Correct, correct.
It is written like this.
Okay,
For simplicity, we can define this function. We can give a name to this function first of all. Okay, and then we can later call it.
mm,
This is, but this way is also it is also possible.
okay,
This
okay,
is the
okay.
call to function.
Yes, yes, yes. Sir, I think one time I have to do this like with you on Google Tag Manager, so I know what exactly how
No,
it works.
first of all, complete this array and objects
Okay,
and
okay,
these
okay.
things. Then it will become more clear to you.
All right, all right.
That is the wrong because in this code it is containing only these two things. For example, this one, this property. This is an object. So at this moment, this is an empty object. Okay. And then we are adding, setting the value of these attributes. This is the first attribute, second attribute, okay, third attribute, fourth attribute, fifth attribute, and so on. Then,
Sir, I have one question. Here, for example, when they say properties dot billing underscore adv order ID properties
yeah,
dot
yeah, this
billing
one.
underscore order ID, and here they say like it's a unique. So now in our website, the variable name will be something I don't know ABC. So that we have to add here is equal to ABC.
That variable ID, that variable name.
Yes.
No, it is not containing the variable name. This is the name of the attribute of this object.
Yes, exactly. So we have to give it we have to make it like is it equal to the variable name that we have on our website? Then it will work.
Now here it is written, please add a unique order ID.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So within this single code, we need to write unique order ID.
No, but it will work like we have to make it equal to the variable name that we have on our website, right? Then it will work.
So which variable name?
For example, we have a variable which contains the order IDs
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
product.
So that variable can also be used here at this place.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
At this place. But in that case, you don't have to use this single quote.
Okay, okay,
Because if we put the name of variable inside the single quote, then it will become a constant.
uh-huh, right, right, right. I
It will
got it.
become a
Yes.
string.
Hmm.
So
So
whenever
we have to give like, do we have to give like properties dot billing underscore order ID is equal to variable and the name of the variable?
no, no, simply the name of the variable.
Okay, okay,
Simply the name of the variable.
all
You
right.
don't have to use the var keyword.
Mm-hmm.
If you are
Right.
using var keyword, that means we are again defining the same variable. So in
Okay.
that case, variable will become the local variable of this function. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you want to use the value of global variable, so you simply need to write the name of that variable.
Right, right, right.
Okay. Suppose the name of your variable is order ID. Okay. Suppose the name of your variable is order ID. So you can just write it here, order underscore ID.
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming that this is the name of your predefined variable.
Correct, correct.
Then you can use it. Yeah. But if I am writing it like this, see, within this single quote. Now this is not the name of the variable. Now this is
Yes,
a
correct.
string. This is a constant. Okay. And even if I am using this double quotes opening and double quotes closing, then it is again an string. And
Mm-hmm.
without using this, now this is a variable name. Okay. And if I am writing like this, then this becomes an object. Okay. And if I am writing like this, then this becomes an array.
Right, right, right.
So how it is enclosed?
It's the variable name is like I don't know some order ID something like that.
Variable name can be anything. And if I am
Mm-hmm.
writing where keyword, then this implies that I am defining local variable here.
Yes, yes, yes.
It will override the value of global variable. So if you
Right,
want to
right.
use the value of global variable, then simply we have to write the name of that variable.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
correct, correct. Yes, sir.
This is the way. Let us
Yes.
uncomment it. It was like this.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have to now start from the object.
Yes, sir.
And I think I have described the way to define an object several times. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But let us again start from that. Just a bit. Because now we need to learn the predefined data types of
Yes, sir.
JavaScript. Okay, so object is the first predefined data types. Object is there, then array is there, date is there, okay, string is
Mm-hmm.
there. So a lot of predefined data types are there.
Correct.
Predefined data types. Okay. So first one is the object. We will just learn how to define an object and how to use it in our program. Okay.
Mm.
So in simple word, an object is a collection of more than one attributes and methods. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There are two different ways to define an object, or we can say three different ways. So let us write here. First of all, this is the first way to define an object. In this way, we have to write like this, where, and then suppose if I am writing a student, equal to new object. Okay. So this object, this is a predefined class in which this O is capital and remaining one is small. Okay. And
Right.
we are using this new keyword of JavaScript to define a new object of this class. Here the name of the class is object. This is somewhat confusing. Okay. This is the name of a class, this object. And the purpose of this class is to create a new object. So what we are doing here, in this way,
So this new is the keyword?
yeah.
Okay.
First way means using the new keyword to define an object or object class. Okay. So this is the first one. And once an object is defined, then we can define its attribute and value. Now suppose we want to define a student roll number. So we can write a student dot roll number equal to 1. Okay. Then we can write a student dot name equal to ABC. Then we can write a student dot marks equal to 90, like this. Okay.
Yes.
In this way, some things are optional also. Optional in the sense we can omit this opening and closing parenthesis. Okay. As well as we can also omit this name keyword. Means we can simply write where a student equal to object. It will also work in JavaScript. Okay, but this is not the preferred way. This is not the preferred way. You can also write where a student equal to new and then simply object, like this. So this statement, and this statement, all these three statements are similar to each other. Okay, but this is the most preferred way. We should always use the new keyword, and we should make practice to use this parenthesis, because inside this parenthesis we can also pass some values. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why this method is not preferred, but it will work when we are not we don't have to pass any value to this class in that case.
Okay.
So let me write it here. Following syntax will also work, but not the preferred. This is the first way.
Right. Okay.
And the second way. Second way to define an object. Okay. This is very simple. We can write where and a student equal to and opening and closing curly bracket. That's all. That is like this. So this system, this one, this is equivalent to this statement. Okay. So here this student, this is an empty object. It is an object.
But there is no
It
name
does
of
not have
that.
any attribute. Okay. So just after
So
this, yeah,
there is no name, right,
yeah.
to the
Just
object.
after this, we can write these statements. Okay.
So, sir, it's not important to have the name of the object.
To have the name of the object,
It's not important to have that. I mean, it's not mandatory.
No, no, object name is compulsory, but attribute name is
But
not compulsory.
but here we have variable student is equal to
Yeah, so this
student is
is the name
equal.
of our object.
Okay.
Okay, then we have to comment here. So here the name of the object is student. Okay, which is empty initially. The same thing here. Here the name of the object is student, which is empty. And after that we are, first of all we are creating an empty object. And after that we are adding attributes to that object.
But here, sir, in the second example, we don't have the object name. So the object name will be then this curly bracket.
Both are same. Here the object name is a student. Okay. And here also the object name is a student. There is no difference. Only the difference is that at place of this new object, we are using this opening and closing curly bracket.
So
That's all.
what is this new object? That is the name of the.
This is the name of the class.
Okay.
This is the name of a class. Okay. And this
Okay.
class
Okay.
has already been defined. And the purpose of this class is to create a new object. Here I have
Okay.
written this.
So it,
Using the new keyword to define an object of the object class.
yes.
Define an object of the object class. So this object, this is the name of a, this is not the name of object, this is the name of a class.
Okay. Okay.
This is the name of a class. Okay. And here we are not using the name of any class. Here we are not using the name of any class.
Right.
Okay. But still, it will create an object, and the name of object will be a student.
Okay. Correct.
Okay. So both are same thing.
Right.
Actually, this is not the name of object. Although its name is not object, but this is an class. This is not an object.
Right. 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 Right.
This is very important. Although this object with capital O is the name, its name is object, but it is not an object. It is an class. It is a class. Okay, and its instance will be object.
Right.
So this new keyword, it is creating a new instance of class. Okay.
Yes. Sir.
The purpose of new keyword is, let me write it here. The purpose of the new keyword is to create an instance of a class. Instance means object. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in this example, we have just created object and then set attribute. Okay. And once the attribute and of object is set, okay, then we can retrieve its value in two different ways. There are two different ways to retrieve value of an object. The value of an attribute of an object can be retrieved in two different ways. Okay. First,
Right.
using the dot operator. So, for example, we are having an object whose name is student. Okay, and it is having an attribute whose name is roll number.
Right.
So we have to simply write a student dot roll number. That's all. It will display the value of roll number of a student. So the general syntax is object name, object underscore name dot attribute name, attribute underscore name. Okay, will display the value of attribute name of the of object name. Okay, so if
Right.
I am writing alert and then a student dot roll number, then it will display one.
Yes.
No, it will display the one. This is very correct. But there are some limitations when we are using this dot operator. Okay, so when we are just a minute. Hello, आ गया. Just a minute, I am coming.
Yes.
I have to pick up the courier. Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there are some limitations when you are using this dot operator. Okay. So
Correct.
when we are using the dot operator to retrieve the value of an attribute of an object, then there are two restrictions as written below. First one is this. If the attribute name contains a space, then it can not be used with dot operator. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and the second restriction is the name of a variable cannot be used to represent an attribute to fetch its value. using dot operator. Okay. So now let me give some example to you.
Yes, sir.
That's why this dot operator is not very much of use. You can use it.
Okay.
Okay. But this becomes very restrictive in some cases. For
Right.
example, suppose we are having where EMP1 imply 1, okay,
Right.
equal to, and then curly bracket opening closing, and suppose here I have written imply code 101 and basic salary 50,000. Okay.
Yes.
Suppose we are having two attributes, only two attributes. So first attribute name imply code. It is having a space in its name. That's why we have enclosed it within this double quote. You can also use single quote here. There is no problem. Okay.
Yes.
And this second attribute, it is not having any space in its name. Okay. So there is no need to include its name in single or double quote. So this basic
Correct.
it can be used with dot operator, but this imply code it cannot be used with dot operator. So suppose later if I am writing alert and then emp1 dot and like this imply code, it will not work.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
But if I am writing alert and then basic salary, it will work.
But
No,
then you did
not
not hear.
this
So
is
you did not mention here
EMP1,
EMP. Oh,
EMP1 dot basic salary.
okay.
Okay. So let me just copy this paste code from here and paste it to a new file.
So, but if you would have written without this quotation marks, then it should have worked out.
Which one? This imply code?
Here, employee code, yeah.
No,
Down. In
imply
the
code.
alert,
Which one?
in the alert, when you have given EMP1 dot, then this quotation, without the quotations, if you have would have written EMP1 dot employee code, then it would have worked.
No, no, it will not work. It will never work because it is having some
Oh,
space.
all right, all right.
Just let us copy this code and paste it.
Yes, sir.
First of all, save it to a folder. Suppose its name is object.html.
Yes.
Objects. Okay.
Yes.
So this is our code
Yes.
like this. Now let us run it. It is not running. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is not running,
Yes.
and let us comment it.
Yes.
Now it is displaying this one.
Yeah, correct. Oh,
Okay. And
yeah.
suppose if I am writing here without this single or double quote like this, and then now let us right? Again, it will not.
Correct.
No, it will not understand that this is an attribute of this object.
Right, right, right.
Okay. So this is the first limitation. This one.
Right.
And the second one is this. The name of a variable cannot be used to represent an attribute to fetch its value using documentation. This is very important. Okay.
Okay.
I think there was a loop known as for in
Yes.
that we discussed like this call loop. Let me open
Yes,
a
sir.
file. That must be a file.
Yeah, this are foreign student
Yeah, this
resource.
one.
There is foreign yeah, student resources.
For variable in loop. It is like this. Okay.
Yes.
This for variable document. So now let us use that one. So write this code here for attribute in into one. Okay.
Yes.
And then that just write alert and emp1 dot attribute. And let us see what happens. Or we can also use document dot write.
Okay.
And let us comment this. Okay.
Yes.
And let us write like this attr plus means first of all we are displaying the value of attribute
Yes.
and then we are trying to display the value of that attribute.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So what will happen? First of all, when this loop will execute for the first time, then this attr it will contain this implied. Okay.
Yes.
So it will display implied code here.
Yes.
Then this colon symbol, and after that it should display the value of that implied.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And let me put a br also here so that the next output will go to next line. Okay.
Correct.
So next time when this loop will execute, then this attr it will contain this basic salary.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will display basic salary here,
Yes,
and
sir.
then it will display the value of basic salary. Now let us run it. This is the output. It is displaying implying code. It is displaying basic salary, but the output is value is always undefined.
Why, sir?
Why? Because whenever we are writing this emp1 dot attr, okay, then this JavaScript it is searching for an attribute inside this object whose name is attr, but there is no attribute whose name is attr.
Right.
There is no name. There is no attribute whose name is attr. Okay. First attribute name is imply code, and second attribute name is basic salary. And in this loop, when you are using this loop, then this attr this is the name of a variable, and at the runtime it is containing this imply code, and it is containing this basic salary. Okay. But this imply code it is not converting here because JavaScript does not understand that this is the name variable. It is thinking that this attr this is the name of an attribute of this emp1. But actually this attr this is not the name of attribute. This is the name of a variable in our case.
Right.
Okay. Suppose there is another attribute whose name is attr itself. Okay. And suppose its value is 100. Now let us see what happens. So everywhere it is 100, 100.
Yes, correct.
Because So now this loop is executing three times because three different attributes are there. Okay. So for the first time, this attr this is treated as a variable. Okay. But this is not treated as a variable. This is the difference. This attr this is treated as a variable.
Correct.
Its value is same as this value of this variable. These both are same. But this attr this is not treated as a variable. It is treated as the attribute name of this object.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's why this dot, this dot notation, this is not of very much use. We cannot
Yes.
use it inside this loop.
So, but one question, why it's showing for all of them 100?
Yeah, because for the first time when this loop is executing, then the value of attr is imply code. Okay. So at this place imply code is actually displaying,
Yes.
and after that it is displaying the value of that attribute whose name is attr of this object. Okay. So value of
Yes.
attr of this object is 100. So here it is displaying imply code and here it is 100. Next time
Mm,
here it is basic cell again here 100. Means all the
yes.
times it is displaying the value of attr attribute of this object.
Correct, correct.
This is clear to you?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is the restriction. That's why this JavaScript also provides second type of notation. Yeah, just like the in case of array using a square bracket. So first one is this using the dot operator. Okay, and
Yes.
second one, and in that case there is no such restriction. This is the main thing
Correct.
using pair of square brackets just after the name of object, similar to array. Okay, so here in this case its syntax is object name and within a square bracket its attribute. Okay,
Yes, sir.
here it was object name dot attribute name, and here it is object name and then within a square bracket attribute name. Output will be same, but the main benefit is that here in this case this attribute name, this can be the name of variable or this can be a value which is having some space in it. Only we have to use the in that case only we have to use this double quote or single quote. Okay, so in this case the attribute name can be the name of a variable. Okay, as well as a value having some space in its name. Okay, when there is some there is some space in the attribute name, then we have to enclose it inside the single or double quotes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so in this program here, just copy this code or let us just comment this one and here simply write like this. Okay,
Correct.
now let us see what happens. So now this attr, this is the name of variable. This
Yes.
is also the name of the same variable, and this is also the name of variable. This is the difference. And here it was not the name of variable; it was the name of attribute. Okay. So
Yes,
imply
sir.
code is 101, it is 50,000, and it is 100.
Okay, but now, sir, I did not get this.
This one.
Yes, yes. How does it work?
Yeah, because it is working just because here in this at this point, this attr, it is treated as a variable, and this attr, this is not treated as a variable. The difference is here.
Yes, sir. But the variable here, the ATTR is its value is 100. Then why it's changing?
Its value is 100. Yeah, so it is displaying 100.
Yes.
For imply code, it is displaying on 101 here, and here in the last it is displaying 100.
But why, sir? 101.
101,
Yeah.
because this is actually for the first time when this loop is executing. Okay,
Yes.
then this attr, it is containing imply code. For the first time, this attr, it is containing imply code.
Yes.
Okay, so for the first time it becomes emp1, and within the square bracket imply code.
So, but this value, it should, when you put that in this brackets, why, how come I mean, how does the system know that is the value of the first attribute?
No, no, this is the feature of this form. When we are using this for in loop, okay, then how this for loop works? Just before the in, we are writing the name of attribute, and
Yes.
just after the in, we are writing the name of object. Okay. So internally, this for loop detects how many attributes are there in this object. Okay,
Okay.
and then it is iterating on all the attributes of the object. Okay. So for the first time, the name of the first attribute, the name of the first attribute is stored in this variable. Okay.
Yes.
Let me type it here. How it is working. Okay. Here the for loop is first of all detecting all attributes of the object emp1. Okay.
Yes.
Since there are three attributes, and so this loop will execute three times. Okay. For the first time, the name of the attribute, that is imply code, because the first attribute is this, will be assigned to the variable attr. Okay.
Yes.
Second time, the variable attr, just a minute. हाँ बोल, हाँ बोल, एक मिनट, आप वहाँ पर दिख रहा है? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So second time this variable, this FATR, okay, it will contain basic form. Okay. And third time the variable ATTR will contain ATTR. Okay.
Yes.
The third time the name of the variable is ATTR and its value is also ATTR. It is like this.
Yes.
Both are same. Means the name of variable and its value. It is just like this case. Suppose we are defining a variable where x equal to x. So here this x, this is the name of our variable,
Yes. Yes.
and this x, this is its value.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. So third time it looks like where ATTR equal to ATTR.
Yes. Sir, the variable name is not predefined here. No, it could be anything.
Variable name is set here. This is the variable name that we are setting.
Exactly. It could be anything, right? It's
It could be
not a
anything.
predefined.
No, it is not.
Mm.
Suppose we are just writing property. Okay. So we have write here property.
Okay.
Okay. And we also write here property. It is just like this. Now let's run this. Output is same.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here what we are doing, for the when this loop is executing, for the first time this property PROP, it is containing implied code.
Yes.
So this syntax it becomes like this: emp1 and within this square bracket implied code. Second time it becomes emp1 and then basic value, and third time it becomes emp1 and then ATTR.
Right.
Okay.
Sir, it should be not like employee code and quotation and again employee code 101.
No, what?
I mean, it should not be like okay, I'll write down. So when we're writing like document dot write proc plus this emp1 in proc, so it it feels like it should be something like maybe
Imply code?
yeah, exactly. So employee code and again employee code.
No, no. Because we are using this imply code inside this square bracket.
Okay,
Here
okay.
this prop, it is used independently. Okay. And here this prop, it is used inside the square bracket.
Yes.
And that square bracket has been used just after this EMP1. Means we are referring to this attribute of this object. Okay. So for example here, this syntax, we are using this syntax, object name, and then within a square bracket, it's attribute name.
Right, right, right.
So what is happening here? So for the first time, it is displaying. First time it is displaying EMP1 and then imply code. Okay, it becomes imply. Second time it becomes EMP1 and then basic send. Okay, and third
Yes,
time it becomes EMP1 and then ATTR three times.
yes.
This is the case of first time. This is the case of second time, and this is the case of third time.
Yes.
Okay, it is like this. That's why it is working here.
Right, right.
But in first one, first case, like here, when we are using this dot operator, okay, then in this case, this is not treated as attribute, not treated as variable, and here it is treated as variable. This is the basic difference.
Sir, I have sent you on Stripe on WhatsApp. This when we write like document.write prop plus emp prop, it looks like it should show in this way. I mean, employee code is equal to employee code 101.
Just a minute. Here is not treated as variable. Okay, let me download your file.
No,
Okay,
it's just I've written here just like that.
so you want to display like this.
Yes, just to know like how would it look like. I mean, how the code will be like that.
Okay, if you want to display like this,
Yes,
so you want to display imply code equal to. Okay,
yes. Oh, dots. What about? Oh, yeah.
you know what?
Yes, yes, sir.
So this is very simple. If you want to display like this, okay. Mm,
Actually, the thing is like, sir, when we're writing document dot write here,
yeah.
so prop that is taking the name like employee code there and
No,
attribute.
let me first of all explain only for the imply code.
Okay.
Then I will generalize it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose we want to write code only for the imply code. Then how it will work? So our output should be like this. Okay. So we should write document dot write. Okay.
Okay.
So this part is fixed from here to here. This is fixed part and then plus EMP1 and then imply code. Okay.
Right. Right.
It clear to you
Yes, sir.
because this is a fixed system
Correct.
and only this value is coming from the value. This is the
Correct.
actual value of imply code. Okay. And now we can generalize it. So when we are using this code, okay, in this loop, then what we have to do? Just copy it from here, paste it here. So this imply code, this word, okay. Now it will come from a variable, and in our case, this variable is prop, okay.
Yes.
Then again, this part, it will be prop. Okay, so first of all, we are displaying the name of property. Then this equal to symbol with one space before and one space after. Then again the name of property. Then this colon symbol. Okay,
Yes.
one space before and one space after. Then this emp1, and then again the name of that property. Okay, and let us write a br here. Now let us run it. So first of all, imply code is equal to imply code colon this. Basic salary equal to basic salary colon this. ATDR equal to ATDR colon this.
Yes. Okay.
It's clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So this seems to be confusing, but this is not very much confusing.
Yes, yes.
You always have to think when it is variable and when it is constant. Okay. So the main thing is when we are using the name of attribute in dot operator, using dot operator, then it cannot be a constant. It cannot be a variable. It is always a constant. Okay. And in case of a square bracket, it can be the name of a variable.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think we should conclude today.
Yes, sir.
Actually, there is a problem with PayPal. Actually, yesterday I received a message. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
There is a problem with PayPal account.
Where in your account, you mean?
Yeah, in my account. You just let
Okay.
me see. Suppose I have sent them a mail also. Let me see. Demonstrate you. When I am logging to my account, okay.
Yes,
Are you seeing this?
yes, yes. Yes.
So let me show it to you. Yesterday I received a mail from them,
Yes.
and that your account has been restricted. Okay.
Restricted. Okay.
It is just a process of KYC, something like this. And where is the mail? It was from the service. This one. Your account has been limited until we provide some additional information.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I also had this.
Yeah, you need your help resolving an issue with your account. To give us time. Okay, you understand
Yes.
it for setting. By law, once you hold it by law, once, once you reach a certain amount which you have sent and or withdrawn from your PayPal account, we will need to ask you to confirm your identity.
Correct, correct, correct. Yes, sir. It happens. Yes.
So no, but the situation is not correct. So this is the notification. Okay, we
Yes.
have more information, and I'm clicking it here. Okay,
Yes.
and let me demonstrate you. There is the problem. So here this one, upload a photo ID, it is completed.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Write proof of address, it is completed. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
now it is written confirm email.
Yes.
So I have to click on resolve.
Correct.
So I click on resolve. Now it's
Yes.
asking for uploading a file. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So which type of file I should upload here first of all?
A PDF or JPEG.
Okay. Okay. So
Here it is written
I
JPEG,
just
GIF,
I
PNG.
just log into my Gmail account. Okay. And then
Yes.
I took a screenshot. Then I took a screenshot. and I converted that screenshot to the PNG file. This one,
Yes.
because PNG is also there.
Correct.
This PNG, this is a screenshot. It is containing my email address here.
Yes. Correct.
Google ID. So I need to upload it.
Yes.
Okay, but it is not accepting. Let me suppose I'm clicking
Once.
down files. Okay, and then I'm selecting this one, email.png.
Sir, this is the same email which you're using for PayPal?
Yeah. This is the same email.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So this file is there, email.png.
Yes.
And now when I'm clicking on this submit button, then let us see what happens. Nothing will happen.
So, are you using any ad blocker or something?
No, nothing. I have tried it in
Wow.
Windows also. And in Windows, I also converted this PNG image to JPG image, to GIF image, to the PDF format, because here it is written, it will accept JPG, GIF, PNG, and PDF.
Yes.
Okay, so I
Uh,
converted the same file in the form of PDF, in the form of GIF, in the form of JPG.
Sir,
But
actually, this screenshot is not working. It should be like maybe some email where which you have received or something. Maybe you have to show that from and in where it is.
okay, so when I will click on this browse file, then what should I select?
I mean, actually, it should. I mean, the way you're doing is
I have to select.
the way you're doing is correct. Yeah. The way, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, whenever there is a new account, you have to do confirm the identity. That
Yeah.
is normal. But this just for this thing, I am not. I don't know why it's not taking like this.
No, it should be uploaded here.
Yes.
This image file, this email.png,
So
it should
when you click on submit, nothing happens.
nothing happen. It is processing like this. Okay, and after processing, there is no message. There is no error message or there is no success message. Nothing else. So yesterday
Uh,
night I tried several times. I tried by changing the browser, then by changing the operating system, but everywhere the same thing is happening. It is processing, and then no message.
sir, one thing you can do, the
Yeah.
email that you get on the paper email that you get in your email address.
No, I have sent a
Uh,
mail.
no. The email that you got from PayPal.
Okay.
Uh, this one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, here, this thing actually you can try to um, take the snapshot of this and then try to send that.
Okay. So I
But
do.
but I mean, okay, it does not make any sense. But I'm just saying, yeah. I mean,
No. Just let me. Just let us try. Okay.
yes,
Let us give so that it will display the two also.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, and it also includes the email address from PayPal.
Yeah. This is the email address of table, and this is my email
Exactly.
address.
Yes.
Or I can do like this. This is my email address,
Yes,
and this is the PayPal email address. Okay.
correct, sir.
So now let us take a screenshot. So this is screenshot application, active window, and then okay.
But sir, there is a hotline service from India. I mean, is there any hotline service as well available for?
There is no offline service. There is no. So just click on this save button. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then let me overwrite this file. Email.png. Okay.
Yes. So what is the size of your this screenshot?
Size of this IMG
Screenshot.
screenshot.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the size?
It is less than 5 MB. 5 MB.
Okay. Let's see.
No, just see. It is here. It
Yeah,
is
198. Yeah.
198.6 KB.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The name is
Yes.
same, and if I am clicking opening it, then it is displaying this one. This is my
Exactly.
email ID, and this is my email ID. Okay,
Yes. Correct. Correct.
so it should work.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me try it. First of all, delete it for me. Okay, then browse file, and the same thing.
Sir, I tell you one thing. Use another browser.
Yeah, I have
Try
tried.
to.
Yesterday, I tried in several browsers, by changing the operating system also, but it is not working. Let me, okay. Let me open this account in another browser. I am having Firefox. Okay.
Let's say Explorer or something.
No, this is not window.
Okay, so you cannot have. Okay, let's say Firefox.
But it is not working. I have set it to
So
PayPal.com.
this is not normal behavior for this one because there are so many accounts
At least the file should be
very
uploaded.
creepy on the yes.
At least the file should be uploaded.
Or it should give an error message or something.
Yeah, I should just give an error message. But there is no error message and there is no success message. How this site will be working? And my email is already verified here because this is my primary email ID in this account. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So it is already verified. And
Hmm.
my this bank account, it is also already verified. Then again it is asking, add authorized Indian bank account. So confirm email, okay, and then browse files. Then again the same file, okay, submit. It will work. It will process. But after processing, there is no
Does
error
not work.
message and there is no success message. So what to do? And the main problem is that due to this, I am not able to make payment of my hosting
No,
company.
no. Yeah, yeah, it will not allow.
My
Yeah.
hosting company is accepting payment only through this PayPal. It is a Netherlands-based company. Okay, transip.eu. And yesterday night I also tried to make payment using a credit card through this PayPal, but it is not accept. PayPal is not working there again.
It's really strange, sir. I mean,
This is very
normally,
frustrating.
like for the business purpose, we on daily basis we have to create new accounts or something. Right? And it does ask for the first of all, it never asks me this, like to verify the email because it's already confirmed when you have created an account.
Yeah, here it is written. This withdraw money from PayPal, it is cross.
You have two limitations.
This view all. So
But
only
here it says you have two limitations, sir. So what is the second message that you have got there?
which message?
There is two messages, two notifications.
This
What
is
is the
the
second?
previous message. Please provide your GST registration details to our input tax.
So can you do this one first?
No, I'm not having this GST registration because my turnover is not more than 20 lakhs per annum.
Okay, okay, okay,
In
okay.
India, if it is not more than 20 lakhs, then there is no need to offer registration. This is optional.
Okay, okay.
This is optional. And
And which is the email address that where you have sent them?
another thing can be most probably, no. Yesterday I did that, uh, but when why it is asking for uploading a document in order to verify the
That
email.
that they ask. That they ask. That is normal.
No, if you want to verify an email, then just send a mail to email. Or just send a link to email address, and then you will have to click it
So maybe check something. Do you have in spam folder?
in a spam folder.
Yes.
Let me check. But the mail from PayPal, it should not come to a spam.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me check it. No. There's no mail from PayPal.
And which email did you use to contact them?
Only this email. This one. This is my family email ID. CCP
No,
leader.
no, no, no. The PayPal email ID where you have sent the request.
No, I have sent through this one. This help is there. For example, this,
Which email did you use to contact them?
no, no, I have just sent the mail through this system. Here, here it is contact us. Okay,
Yes,
this contact us, and then here it is email us. Okay,
yes. Sir, there is also call us. What number is that?
just and then through this I have sent the mail. There is a call us. Okay,
Because they must be from local from India. So
no, that is not
we
local.
have
I have also checked it. Just please contact us. Then just call us. Okay. So call customer support people, customer support. This is the international number,
yes.
and I will I will no. I think this is not international. Maybe it may be India number, toll free number.
Yes, because we also have a local here.
Okay.
Ah,
No,
here you have it. 91. Sir, if you scroll down, there is also.
this is for those persons which are outside India. Here it is written. If you are calling from outside India, then please use
Okay, then
the.
this
I,
one. This is the local one.
this is the India number.
Yes,
This is toll free number. I will have to call it.
exactly. And then you have to give your passport there.
But I will today I will call because it is from 9 a.m. IST to 9 p.m. IST. Monday.
Monday to Sunday, they are available here.
Yeah, yeah. So today
So they must be there. Yes, yes. Because this is normal things what they asking. This they ask. It's
I
updated.
don't understand why they are asking for verifying this bank account when bank account is already added and it is
Yes, sir.
working.
They have. I don't know, sir, but they do. They do always. They
So
do
today I will
always
not
ask.
send invoice to you. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. When it's done, then you can send
And
together.
suppose there is this problem is not resolved. So then what we will do?
No, 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 sir. They will resolve it.
They will resolve it.
This happens. Yeah. This happens in every account that we create for business purposes. Whenever there is a new customer, sometimes we have to create a new account specifically for them for the tax
Okay.
purposes. Every time there is something like that.
So today I will call them.
Yes,
And then I will
yes,
let
yes,
you
yes.
know what where it is you are
Exactly.
on.
If that number does not work, you can also use this 9144 and tell them like I was trying to use that another number, but it does not work. And
Okay,
then they will transfer you to the local one.
okay.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
Okay, so I will do this.
Yes,
Today I
yes,
will
yes.
do this. I have also sent them
And
mail.
please let me know in case if you need. Maybe I can also, if that does not work, I will contact somebody here local and PayPal. Say like I need to receive an invoice from my teacher, but he cannot send. So please tell what to do.
Okay.
Yeah. But this should work. This should work. We also, whenever it's something like that, I just call them. I don't even bother to, like send the files. I just call them and say, hey, it's not working. So what should I do?
Okay, and this code. It is only valid for 1 hour.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Okay. So so I will call this number. Okay.
Yeah, when you call, they will ask for this
Okay.
passcode.
Okay. So let us conclude today.
So just yeah, just update me when
Okay.
it is. If need, I will just call the locals here.
What?
In case it does not work, then you
Okay.
can just write me. I will call the local people here and ask them that my teacher needs to send an invoice, but it's asking this thing. So please provide some hotline service from India where who
Okay.
can help in this case.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will call them and let him know.
Okay, sir. Okay, great.
Okay.
But it will work. Otherwise, we will create an account on your family, any family member's name. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, if needed in that case. I don't. But this should work, sir. I mean, it's like they always ask this documents.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sending all these files to
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
today's files.
Yes, sir. And in fact, like I'm using my account from so long, but still they ask me for last week, like, to send the documents again. So actually, I think after a certain period of time, they ask you for the documents again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for the security purpose, I think.
Okay. It is just like the KYC process
Yes, 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 yes.
from the bank.
So yes, yes. So it's always like that. I mean, and the last time they were asking me for any bill, which I'm a local bill. I mean, from a telephone or the electricity. They asked me for that.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
having
So
my credit card bill.
yes, sir.
Credit card bill is also there with me.
Yes, 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 yes.
That should
So
also work.
I mean, this should work, sir. I mean, this normal. Yeah.
Okay. So let me first of all talk with them.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure.
And then I will let you know. So I think
Oh,
two files are there, object-oriented theme and this file.
yes, sir. And sir, it's also possible that there is some temporary error.
There is
Some temporary error with PayPal that you cannot upload the file. It's also happens,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I will,
I'm informed with
I will let them know.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
हेलो ठीक है कल नहीं खाया ठीक है कल दवा वाले हैं कल आज नहीं तो आज नहीं कर तो कल जाएंगे आज अगर ठीक है तो कल ले जाएंगे मतलब कल कल खुला हाँ कल खुला हुआ चल जाएगा ठंडा नहीं तो कल जाएगा हाँ वो दवाई लेते हैं ना ठीक है आप कहाँ पर हैं?